Hello, I'm Tibbs-Shirani with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the full text of the Trans-Pacific Partnership has been released. The hard work deciphering the 6,000-page plus document will now begin, after years of the agreement's details being kept under wraps. Legal verification of the text will continue in coming weeks as the government considers the final outcome from negotiations before signing the agreement. It will then have to go through New Zealand's Parliamentary process to get our final tick of approval. With the task of getting the agreement past Congress ahead, US President Obama has said, quote, "The TPP means that America will write the rules of the road in the 21st century. If we don't pass this agreement, then countries like China will." Staying in the US, productivity increased more than expected in the third quarter, with manufacturing productivity growing at its fastest pace in 4 years. While productivity increased at an annual rate of 1.6% compared to the previous quarter, it only rose 0.4% compared to the same period last year. Economists blame softer productivity on a lack of investment, which they say has led to an unprecedented fall in capital intensity. Weak productivity also boosted employment growth during this time, as companies hired more workers to increase output. Yet this in turn has contributed to wages stagnating. Other data out of the US shows new applications for unemployment benefits recorded their largest increase in 8 months last week. Still, last week marked the 35th straight week that claims were below the 300,000 threshold, normally associated with a strong jobs market, with claims hovering near 42-year lows for much of October. Mainland Chinese stock markets have extended their gains overnight as investors have jumped into blue chip shares, driving transaction volumes to the highest levels in more than 3 months. Shanghai and Shenzhen closed up 2.1%, while the Shanghai Composite Index gained 1.9%. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield benchmark has jumped to 2.25% overnight. Global bond yields climbed to a 7-week high after Fed Chair Janet Yellen yesterday said a US interest rate increase remains a possibility for this year. The price of oil remains low, with the US crude benchmark just below $46 a barrel and the Brent crude benchmark just below $49 a barrel. The gold price has fallen to $1,106 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar has recovered after reacting to global dairy prices falling and a weak jobs report yesterday. It's at 66.2 US cents, 92.7 Australian cents and 60.9 euro cents. The TWI5 is at 71.6. I'm Tibbs-Shirani and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.